Live and Instagram Live.
Yes.
So, Kaitlin, things are kind of looking a little different.
Yeah, we're in a new office.
We're in a new office. So, Happy New Year and Happy New Office to us.
Yes.
So, it's been... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, what are we making today?
Well, we're talking healthy snacks today.
Yes.
Because, you know, New Year resolutions, we're hearing a lot of that in our offices nowadays. So, we've been trying to talk to our clients about how to stay nourished in the new year. And one way that you can make sure you're doing that is through snacks.
Yes. So, what's your favorite snack?
Ooh, I think I'm a fan of something crunchy. Crunchy and salty.
Okay.
I think so. It really just depends. Sometimes it could be some tortilla chips and guacamole. Sometimes it could be some nuts. Sometimes it could be something else. It just really depends. What about you?
Well, I would have to say that the epitome of a good snack to me is a combination. So, some sort of carbohydrate or starch, you know, something to give you a little bit of energy, and then some sort of protein or fat to help you feel satiated.
Yeah.
So, like your tortilla chips and guacamole. Perfect.
Good combination.
I don't know. My favorite's probably apple and peanut butter right now, or cheese and Triscuits.
I was just about to say cheese and Triscuits as I was listing things out, and I was like, oh no, but I have cheese and Triscuits this week, and they are my favorite.
Perfect.
Yeah. So today, what snacks are we making?
We are making energy bites, which if you've never heard of those, are basically little balls of goodness. You can make them in couple different ways. So an oat-based one with something sticky so that they stay together on their own, or like a nut and date-based one in a food processor so that gets sticky.
Yep.
We'll be making an oat-based one
today. Yep. And we're also making roasted chickpeas. So for people who are looking for that crunchy, satisfying, salty kick that is high in fiber and some protein, we'll have that taken care of.
Yeah, and we are using our air fryer
Yes.
today, but our recipe on our website is for roasted chickpeas. It translates to either one. It's the same thing, just a different mode of cooking.
Yep. All right, we ready?
All right, let's get started on the chickpeas first.
Okay.
So I took a can of chickpeas and I rinsed them in the colander just to get rid of a little bit of the salt. These are not low sodium canned chickpeas, but you can buy ones that are low sodium just to save on the salt a little bit. And then I stuck them on a paper towel just so that they could dry out a little bit more, so that they get more crispy.
Yeah. And if you have time, you can leave them out for a little bit, and that'll dry them out a little bit more before they go in the air fryer. But if you don't have to. Yeah. Just go like this.
Alright, so we're going to put a little bit of oil on them, olive oil, avocado oil, whatever your heart desires.
And so the thing to remember with the air fryer is it's basically kind of like a convection oven. So it uses heat to move the heat really quickly, uses that fan to then get like that crispiness. And what it'll normally do is, it'll normally use like natural oils in foods to cook and crisp them up. So something like this, which chickpeas coming from a can don't have any added oil to it, adding a little bit is totally fine, and it helps, crisp things up. But in other things, you might just need to spray the air fryer down because they're natural oils in, let's say, like a piece of salmon or chicken or something like that. All right, so mix that up.
So this is where you can just get creative, because you can put whatever seasonings you want, but here at RBA, we love tacos. So we just grabbed all of our taco seasonings.
Yep, and you can either make your own, or you can use taco seasoning, low sodium taco seasoning from the grocery store, or our no salt added taco seasoning on our website. So really whatever you want. All right, so I'm just gonna, this is where imperfect cooking comes into play. We're gonna some
amounts are just eyeballing. Sprinkling a little chili powder, garlic powder.
That's what we're using here.
Cumin.
We're gonna use some cayenne. I pulled this out just for Kaitlin because
spicy.
She likes it spicy. We're gonna get some cumin up in there.
I recently did a presentation, and I did some air fried chickpeas there, and I did nutritional yeast and garlic powder and curry powder.
Ooh, yum.
And so that nutritional yeast, if you've never tried it, is actually going to give it kind of like a Parmesan-y almost flavor.
Yep.
It's loaded with like B vitamins and good stuff, so.
And it's really good. Used a lot in vegan cooking to give that like flavor.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna add a little bit more.
Like we use that in our vegan mac and cheese recipe.
Yep. And it's a great, if you're on a more plant-based diet, you really want to be looking out for your sources of your B vitamins. And we got these cute little pinch pots to our little office kitchen, so I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper in there too. And I'm just adding a little bit in there because they're just so super cute. But yes, if you're on a more plant-based diet, you want to look out for your B vitamins. So something like nutritional yeast is a great way to do that. All right.
All right. And into the air fryer it goes.
All right. And you've been preheating this. We're at 400. All right.
You could definitely preheat your oven to 400, 425, just like a high temperature, and then spread it out on a baking sheet. Start to sizzle. Perfect.
Dip that back in.
And then throw it in the oven. And we're going to give it like a shake every now and then just to make sure it's cooking evenly, and you would do the same thing if it was in the oven.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
cool.
we ready for our sweet snack?
While that's going. So, we're making blueberry muffin energy bites. Yummy. And these are really good because they contain my favorite. I really love dates too, but one of my favorite dried fruits, and that's dried blueberries.
Yep, very, very delicious.
Yes. All right, you want to measure out a cup of oats?
I can do that, and this is again a recipe that is easy to kind of customize based off of dietary restrictions, food allergies, so making sure if you need this to be gluten-free that you're getting certified gluten-free oats.
Alright, so it's a cup of oats, and then it's going to be 2/3 of a cup of dried blueberries. And the next thing that's going into it is kind of optional. It just depends on if you want more protein in your energy bite. Totally up to you, but we're going to use a packet of Orgain plant-based protein.
And again, we're using plant-based, so this is both friendly for those who have a dairy allergy or a milk allergy, but you can use whey or any other kind of protein powder.
Definitely. It's a vanilla flavor.
Yeah, so that goes well with the energy bites. And this is a great, I love how portable these are because they are easy to just carry around and keep on you. And this protein powder smells good. Okay.
And so we just added a full packet, and the recipe it says about 1/3. And then I'm gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla, just to play off that vanilla flavor.
I'll get
And
some.
2/3. You made a mess.
I did. I made a mess. Guys, listen. Cooking, it's messy, just like life. that's kind of like Clara's, what's it called?
Clara's fired.
Clara's fired, yeah, that's
Okay.
true.
We're actually
I'm canceled today. All right. It's that natural peanut butter that oil's coming out of it. Okay.
So we have almond butter
Almond
here.
butter, sorry.
You're
yes.
gonna measure out 2/3 of a cup into your favorite little.
And my favorite thing that just
Nice.
denied me. I just want to mix this a little bit. I need to go along down the. Let's do it this way.
All right. So 2/3 of a cup of almond butter. Now, the recipe doesn't have honey in it, but we've made energy bites before where they just weren't getting sticky enough. So we do have honey on hand in case we feel like it's just not sticking together. Here we go. And we have a ton of energy bite recipes on our website. So we're doing the blueberry muffin one today, but we also have a matcha green tea with pistachio,
Chocolate peanut butter, which
chocolate
is
peanut butter,
definitely a favorite in the
toasted
office.
coconut, lemon, mint chocolate. Am I missing one? I think I'm missing one, but they're also delicious.
They're also, and there's a taste for each day of the week, and you can make them ahead and leave them in the freezer or the fridge.
Definitely, that's what I do. I make a big batch and just pull them out when I need them.
All right, here we go.
Almond butter going in.
Crisis averted. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay.
All right, let's stir it up and see what we get.
And this is definitely kid-friendly cooking because you can get the kids involved, get them in here, have them get their hands messy. Honestly, works out pretty well.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
All right.
Butter juice all over the place. Okay.
So I'm just mixing it up. I might just switch to my hands because honestly,
Like I said, life
that's usually how I do this.
cooking is messy and so is life.
Messy.
So you just sometimes got to get your hands dirty.
All right, I'm gonna get my hands dirty. You want to check on those?
I
see if
can.
there's a shake.
Yeah, so you can just see they're coming along, just shaking them up. And when you're using the air fryer, just a good tip in general, you guys can see like this is in. Sorry, let's zoom in one more time. That is in one layer for the most part. Trick to getting nice crispy things coming out of the air fryer. Do not overcrowd your air fryer. You want it to really be in one layer so that all the air is circulating and moving things around. And so there are lots of air fryers of different sizes. So if you're finding that you're feeling frustrated with having to do like multiple batches. There are some bigger air fryers.
Now, what did we find last week that's super exciting?
Oh my gosh, guys, the most exciting thing. I found out that Instant Pot now has an air fryer lid.
So cool.
That is, I'm beyond excited.
I'm like, I wish I didn't have an air fryer. I could buy it.
Right. Stay tuned. I am not as, disciplined as Kaitlin. I might be going to try it out because I'm very excited about it. It's an air fryer, dehydrator, bake, grill, broil, I don't know, but it's a new lid, and it only works with some models, but you just put the new lid on, and then they're also selling a another Instant Pot that has, you know, them all together, like the air fryer and the lid. So very excited about that.
Yeah.
Just wait until all my kitchen is just filled with more kitchen appliances.
All right, so what I'm doing is I just kind of moved this stuff like through my fingers just to kind of incorporate that almond butter as much as possible. And now I'm just kind of testing to see if it's going to stick together. And it's not super sticky, so I think we want to add a little bit of honey.
Yeah, definitely do that.
That one I got a good little ball there.
Got them? All right, I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of honey on this for you.
And of course, the amount of sugar you add here, it's going to depend on your goals. If you are watching your blood sugar, for example, you want to be really cautious with how much added sugar you're putting in here. Yeah. All right, you want to get in there and help me?
I do. I can do that. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better.
So basically, you could also do this with a cookie scoop, just to get a nice rounded ball, and then just press it together in your hands.
Look at how cute these are.
So cute.
Oh, all right, there we
I'm
go.
super excited to try these.
These are I think one of my favorite energy bites. Next, I think the peanut butter chocolate ones, because you can't go wrong with peanut butter and chocolate. So I've been looking at the snack aisle at the grocery store, and there have been a lot of new snack products coming out.
What?
Well, I've been seeing them more readily available rather than newer, but the Vienna, like the roasted bean snacks, which is kind of similar to what we're doing today, but I feel like they weren't as readily available, and now they are. I know that also in our office is the favorite, the chickpea puffs that kind of look like Cheetos.
Hippies?
That's what they're called. That's one of the newer things to the market.
There's lots of fun stuff out there.
Have you been finding anything fun?
What have I been seeing? I don't know. I've been on a frozen fruit kick, honestly. I have been like eating mango like it's going out of style. I just get a big old bag of frozen mango. I'm eating that a lot.
Nice.
Not anything fun.
That's fun. That's like
so fun.
It's kind of tropical. It's like 25 degrees here today, so like all the tropical that we can get, we'll take.
But our blog that went up yesterday has 5 healthy snack ideas, and it includes, what else? There's
an almond granola bar that is very good,
and then homemade granola.
Yep, which I find really great and also works really well for my clients with food sensitivities, is sometimes they can't tolerate some of the more traditional granola ingredients. So it's a pretty easy recipe that's very customizable. You might hear, oh my gosh, making my own granola, like what am I doing? It's super simple to put together. So it's very helpful for that.
Definitely.
All right,
I think we have a good number of these down. I think, should we give them a try?
We should. We can keep our hands dirty.
Okay.
Right, ready?
Cheers. Energy bites.
Energy bites. Oh, that's so good. It does taste like a blueberry muffin. And there's that vanilla and the like richness from the almond. That is good. All right, let me check on
That's delicious.
These are great to make ahead of time. We're looking for something a little sweeter. Oh, weird. Just about there. A few more minutes.
I'll wipe my hands off.
Messy. All right, so I have a question.
Yes.
If you have someone coming to you and saying, Kaitlin, like, how do I make sure that I can keep up consistency with my goals this year? Not necessarily resolution, but staying consistent and taking care of myself. What would you recommend for someone?
First of all, you have to set attainable goals. So, like, what does taking care of yourself mean? Does that mean cooking 3 meals a week? Does that mean sitting down and making a grocery list? I'm not saying, like, I'm going to cook every single meal at home for the rest of my life and I'm going to be off all my medications. Like, that's a big goal.
For sure.
But breaking it down, going day by day.
Yeah. I like that.
What would you say?
What would I say? What would I say? I would say, let's not look at what we're taking out, but what we're adding back in.
Love that one.
Because I find a lot of times in the new year, it's like, well, I'm not going to do this, I'm taking this out. But then what are you left with? Where rather, if we look at what we're adding in and how to expand what we're having and do a little bit more variety and definitely that like attainability. You know, you don't have to go vegan in the new year, but if you want to throw a plant-based meal in there once a week, I think that's great. So let's really look at that.
I love that.
Yeah.
Like, more plant, like 2 plant-based meals a week, or trying to get a fruit or vegetable at each meal.
Yeah. Rather than
Keep
saying,
it simple.
I'm just gonna, only do this, or I'm not gonna have this. And
Awesome. I'm gonna throw away the sheet that you've got almond butter all over.
Yep, you can definitely do that. All right, so our guys, they're done.
Yummy.
Looks super cute. Look at them.
Nice and crispy.
Nice and crispy.
Now, the thing about these is they make a great snack, but they're really best like fresh. And I almost prefer these as like a salad topping as well. Kind of like a crouton.
Yep.
In a way.
I was just gonna say that would be a great salad topping, or some kind of like crunch factor if you're doing like a lettuce-based bowl with like a little bit of like a rice, like a that kind of thing. You want to throw some chickpeas or something.
These are really hot.
All right, I guess we're just going for them though. We're gonna burn our mouths.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna cheers one.
Crunchy chickpeas.
That's good.
Yummy.
Yeah. And you can do it more or less depending on how crunchy you want them.
You put a decent amount of cayenne on there.
I know, aren't you impressed?
Very.
She's super happy right now.
All right, next month.
Yep. So next month, our Facebook Live and Instagram Live are on the 18th of February, and we are talking takeout remakes.
Yes.
Which, Kaitlin and I love cooking at home, and one of my favorite pastimes is going out and then figuring out how to make it at home.
Yes.
So
we have restaurant-inspired meals.
That are delicious and can be modified to help you reach your nutrition goals and come together pretty quickly. So honestly, like you might not even need the takeout menu as much as you thought.
All right, well, we will see you next month.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.